welcome back to another stream, episode 3 of Refurbishing Los Ashlees. We're still taking down the highway. I'm close to getting it all done. We're close, but we're on the home straight, but there is still just a bit left that needs doing before we can really officially call it done. Which is, a little bit annoying. It'd be good to say that it's done, but at least we're close to getting it done. It's not like we've got absolutely miles to go. We are actually, like I say, slowly but surely getting there, which is better than, I guess, like I say, having miles to go, but we're gonna carry on taking this highway down, and I've come up with a few ideas for where I want to go with, the future of this city. I've got a few little plans and little, I guess you could call it, ideas that I want to do with the city. I'll go over them quickly now. So first off, it includes this train track up here. Now, originally, as of right now, this train track doesn't go anywhere. It goes this way and it goes that way. They both lead to dead ends. So if I was to take this all the way up here, it does eventually go to a train station, which sits just here, which I actually quite like this train station. Just as a small one, it's quite nice as a little small train station. If you like, it's got the railway bridge for a train to go underneath it. But then, as you can obviously see, we get to about here, it goes to a dead end. And that's all, I guess you could say that's all fine and dandy. And then you come this way, and again it goes to a dead end. Now, I would really like this this train track to actually go somewhere. I'd like it to actually do something. So what I've been thinking about is where we had the tunnel for the original highway, what we've just been taking out, which goes under the river. Well, what I've actually been thinking about is actually making some changes, making a few sort of drastic changes, and making the train track turn and go over the top of these buildings where the highway used to run, and then make the train track go under the tunnel, bring it back up at the other side, and then build some form of I guess you could say international train station where we can have different train lines going somewhere else, if that makes sense. And I think that'll work out quite well, because if you knock down under here, you've actually got the tunnel itself still here. So all we've really got to do is just alter the tunnel a teeny little bit. The train track's obviously going to be smaller than the actual highway was, so it's not going to take up as much room. But we can still make it go through the tunnel, and we can still make it come up at the other side of the river, and we can have a nice sort of railway track, if that makes sense. And I think that is going to be the key to what's going to make the city look even more better, because we're going to have a train track that's going to be running across here, that's going to be high up like the highway was, because I liked kind of having the sort of high up sort of thing here, but I just, the highway was uneven. We can still have another bridge here, but we can actually possibly do a little bridge design, rather than just having it put maybe a little red arch or something on it, which might make it look a little bit better. And then, like I say again, we can do another bridge design here, and then we can just drop it down and make it go underground, and then come up on the other side and bang a nice sort of decent size train station in. So that's going to come in the future. I'm not going to be doing that just now. I'm going to be working on some of the other stuff, But just as a little like future idea, I think that could be quite good. I'm just obviously going to need a bit of help curving the train track, lining it up so it does actually go like round here, so it does actually like come over these buildings. It's no good having it like too far to the left or too far to the right, because you're not gonna, it's not gonna line up to go actually under the tunnel. But I think it could work out quite well as a pretty decent idea for the future. And other than that, I've not really been thinking too much more about ideas. I have been thinking about the NTV studios, and I'm going to take this fire station down. This fire station as of right here. So you can see like this fire station that goes right here. We are going to, however, be taking that down. And then what I'm going to be going ahead and actually doing is making a bigger car park for the studios. So instead of having a road that cuts out here, we're actually going to have we're going to have like just a wall, a brick wall, and then probably like loads of trees and stuff like that. So what I'm literally going to be doing is I'm going to be more or less demolishing like pretty much all of this area. If I'm completely honest with you, apart from like a couple of buildings. So like more or less everything, like from the police station to the hand car wash to the Lidl, the KFC, most of it is actually all going to be getting taken out, and all the like footpaths are going to have a resize and a rescale. The roundabout, we're going to keep the roundabout because I do like the roundabout. I might even possibly get rid of this like Pokemon thing, whatever it was meant to be. It's a little bit, cheap. It's not really city-like, so I'm probably gonna bang this down. Stuff like that. So alternatively, the only real things that are going to be actually staying is the network radio, the NTV studios, the candy block factory, but I'm going to be doing some upgrades to that. Or I might even just build a brand new candy block factory, to be fair, but I'm still going to keep it in the same location. But I'm probably just going to I'm going to keep all the trucks and the forklifts. I'm going to keep this building here, but I might just possibly edit this building, make these little towers a bit more round, and just do a few more little bits to it to make it look a bit better. This SBSC place, this is gonna stay because it's got quite a decent. Actually, no, I'm probably gonna get rid of it actually, or I might just make it a bit smaller. I'm just thinking so I can actually fix the, so I can actually fix the so I can actually fix the footpath sizes, because again here I'm gonna have to make the bridge a bit smaller, so I can actually go ahead and make the footpaths a bit bigger. So I'll probably end up having to get rid of the the SBSC place itself, which is gonna be alright, or like I say, we can just make the building a tiny bit smaller, but it looks nice. We've got some good stuff that we can actually do to this place, if we honestly I guess if we honestly really think about it. And then I'm going to be fixing up all of this area as well. I might not even make a road through here, depends what I'm going to do with the train track. This area for me is probably the worst area of the city, the area that I least like, if that makes sense, because some of the buildings are just really cheesy in this area. They're really plain and simple and sort of newbie-ish, and it's probably the area where the footpaths got that free wide the most, and just some of the buildings don't even really look that good, to be honest with you. They're really simple. For example, I'm gonna try and give you a little bit of an example of one that is really cheesy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the hand car wash. What I did, the hand car wash is really it's too big for starters. Like, it's just like there's more space than there actually is, than we actually need. Like, all of this here, and there's like nothing you can do with the space. And like, this is just a square. Like, you could detail it, I could detail it a little bit more. I obviously built this, but it just looks really cheesy. The auto place, I don't mind the auto place, but from the actual like hand car wash here where you get your car washed to the auto place, there's like a massive space, but there's nothing you can do with the space. Like, because of how, like, do you know what I mean? Like, this auto place should be like a bit closer to this, but it all wants knocking down, redoing. The Lidl, for example, the Lidl's an alright building, but you can't fit Lidl on it. You can't fit like the word Lidl, which is a little bit annoying. But this building's probably like not the worst, but I'm still gonna probably take it down and build a brand new one anyway, because, you know, because why not? You know, why not take it down and build a brand new one? That's what I say. I say take it down and, you know, make a new one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got 4 here. Probably going to take most of these buildings down. Actually, from the hairdressing place, I'm going to take buildings down from the hairdressers. Because as you can see, like, the footpath's now gone to 4 from 5. So, like, the AC, the top, the game, the bet, the pet, and the fish and chips, they're all going to, like, completely get taken down. Candy Block Hotel, I'm keeping that. This Digit place, I'm keeping this Digit. But I'm going to try and, like, put a nice skyscraper on the top. As I do like this Digit, and I really like the floor design inside, with the little digger, and the sort of like digit tools and the little spanner and stuff. That looks really nice. And then you've got the Los Ashlees, and you've got the sky and the sun, and we can put a nice skyscraper on top, and it'll fix it up lovely, which is, you know, obviously what we want. This building here, I'm possibly going to keep this because I like the circle. I like the circle underneath, but what I might do is continue that circle, if that makes sense. So, like, join the circles up and then make like a big circular tower on top, which might be quite good. But I might change it so it's not SBSC, if that makes sense, and I might just make it something else instead, which will be quite good. The Twin Towers, I think I'm going to take the Twin Towers down and relocate them somewhere else, and I'm going to make this into like a nice like central park area. Going to put like a nice pond in it, some nice trees, maybe do like a little like play area and stuff like that, which will be obviously quite good. So that's going to be very nice. The front of this McDonald's here, I'm actually going to be changing just a little bit. The Betfred and the Lloyd's Bank, I'm actually going to be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm actually going to be taking the Betfred and the Lloyd's Bank building down, and I'm going to be rebuilding them. As they don't look that good, to be fair. Not as good as, you know, they could look, and I'm going to put like a brand new smarter building in here, which I think might look good. The SBSC local, or local, whatever it just says on it, this building, it used to be the Any building. I'm going to be taking this down as I don't really like it, to be fair. I like it, but it's not the best building, if I'm honest. Or I might keep it. I can fix the footpath size with it. It looks alright. I like the back of it with the, you know, with this here. This little like ladder thing going up to the roof. So I might just give it a little bit of an upgrade, see if there's like a new building, a new sort of like brand I could make it. I guess you could say. I might make it like the Cola building or something. Be quite good. That might be good. I'm going to keep the bank, as I do like the bank. The bank building's good. This red divvy towers, I'm taking that down. Don't like that one bit. Apart from that, I think we could possibly be all good. The footpath is 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little bit of a shame. If I'm completely honest with you, I might just make this window a bit smaller. You know, like this would be like very easy to do. This, as a matter of fact, won't take any time to do. See, we can just put this here now. Look, and then already like, see, we can put this here. Look. That can go like that. That can go like this. And bada bing, bada boom.
Shake the room.
Bada bing, bada boom. And there we go. And then we just fill that one up there, look. See? And that's like, the only thing we gotta do now is get the black. And then we just take this up here like that. And then this here will just go like that. There we go. And then the footpath, we just fill to here. See? And then I think we can do the same, like, possibly somewhere else. So we'll put this to here, look. So there we go, look. So that can go to there, look. And then it can actually, like, stay stuck out there. But just to here, we can actually have it, like, see? And then same here as well. We can just put this to here, look. Take that to there. And there we go, look. See? Well, as a matter of fact, we can actually put that back, look. So it still, like, sticks out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then I guess, like, when, you know, you just, I guess, like, continue the rest of the building on. So we'll, like, continue, we may as well, like, complete it while we're here, if I'm completely honest. So then we'll take this out. To be honest, this auto place does need a little bit of an update, so... But I have had a little bit of an idea. I might scrap the auto place and I might make it an underground parking unit. Now, how would you like that? Oh, you'd love it, wouldn't you? Your own underground parking place. I think that could work out quite nice. Get rid of, like, what's in there and make it into a underground parking lot. Oh, what would you say to that, guys? You'd love it, wouldn't you? I know you would. I know you would. Mm. So yeah, there we go, you see. Underground parking lot for like using the shops here. And you'd be good to go. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll get rid of the auto place here. And then we'll just make it like an underground parking lot. Do some upgrades to it.
I'm in the middle of doing something at the minute, Ash. I can't join you.
Okay. Crap. Got hiccups then.
Oh, fuck you know.
I got a wickle bit. Wah. Wah. Wah.
Yeah.
Wah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep the KFC.
One day, kid, you'll be playing for Wimbledon.
Definitely.
Ah. Oh. In. Ah.
In.
Ah.
You do the okie dokie.
Yeah.
And you turn around. So how's the studio shed going? What have I actually got done in there today? Actually, not as much as I got done yesterday, as a matter of fact. I don't know if I told you guys yesterday, but I run into a little bit of spot of bother. I got the shed like all nice and like going with it yesterday, and we actually like started clearing a space, which is obviously what we'd aimed to do. And it left like a space in one of the corners, and it's where I'm gonna like stand the mixer and everything, you know, when it's all like completely done. So I just roughly moved the table back and stuff like that, so I could just sort of see what it would be like, you know, if I was to sort of like stand behind like a table or like a booth in that corner, and you know, get the feel. And the sound quality is absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Absolutely, like you can tell the difference like so much better, because they always sort of say that when you've got PA speakers, you should always stand behind them, you know, like when you're using them. Apparently, like, you get better sound quality if you stand behind, like, the speakers, rather than, like, you standing in front of them. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried, like, standing behind a big speaker, but it actually works. Like, the sound quality is actually so much better. You know, absolutely fan-dabby-dozy, like how much the sound is better. So anyway, I got them all moved back. I got testing the sound, and the speaker at the right-hand side for me was just a little bit like, it could just do with adjusting a bit. Like, it looked a bit uneven, like, compared to the other speaker. And just next to that speaker, I have the carpet that we're going to use like rolled up, and kind of like leant against the wall, and it must have been leant against the speaker a bit. So I moved the speaker, and the carpet, like the whole like roll of carpet, like fell over. It knocked my microphone stand, and it landed on the twin phono RCA cables. So the one, you know, where two ends plug into your speaker and then the other ends go into your mixer, and it bent the wires, it bent the two cables. It like completely fully bent them, and it bent the red one and it bent the black one, and pretty much you could not hear the sound properly. Like, the sound through the speakers were all distorted. They were all like, you know, and it was making like a really fuzzy crackling noise, and the sound was like, the song was really quiet, and you had this like really like loud fuzzy noise like above your sound. So I was like thinking, oh crap, you know, I hope I haven't damaged the speakers as well, because the speaker did like sort of like, you know, like go on a lean a bit as well, which was like obviously not such a good thing. So anyway, I managed to get a new cable for it today, a new twin phono RCA cable, you know. And now it's back good again. The sound's like back completely 100% fine. But it just put a little bit of a rain on the parade, like, because we got so much done, cleared a space. It was starting to look better in there for getting some of the junk out. And you know, I just honestly felt like doing a sound test and just in a way having a bit of a celebration, you know, testing it out and stuff like that, and just sort of like being sort of happy to be somewhere with a bit more space, I guess you could call it. And it just like really disappointed me, you know, when I couldn't, when like it fell and bent the cable, because obviously like I couldn't do any more with it that night. However, I then actually remembered that I could connect my PS2 to the speaker with using the red and white from the AV lead of the PlayStation. So put the yellow one into the TV and then put the red and the white into the mixer, and that worked all right. You know, that still got the sound going all right. Which was obviously quite good, but it still, you know, put a rain on the parade. So what did I get done in there today? Well, not much. I got a few more stuff taken out. We took some stuff up to the tip. Well, I didn't, but my dad went with some stuff like an old bike helmet and I think maybe some old jackets or something. I can't really totally remember exactly what he went with, you know, like what he took to the tip, and stuff like that. But the shed is more or less nearly empty. The shed is nearly empty. It's close to being empty. I've taken a table out, another table out. There was like a brown table on wheels, which can actually come apart. And I've actually taken the brown table apart, and I've just left it outside for now because I'm not sure if I'm going to be using the table again. And it's not exactly raining or anything. The weather's quite nice, so I don't really recommend it out. You know, like seriously bad's going to happen to it. Personally, I don't want the table. I don't need a use for the table. I'm going to be putting more shelves up once I've painted in the shed anyway, so a lot of stuff is going to go on shelves, so I don't need to have like 4 different tables, which is, to be honest with you, like that's exactly what I had in the shed. I had like 4 different tables. I had a brown table, I had a red table, I had a little white table on wheels, and then I had my main brown table in the middle, which had the mixer and things on. But it's still like, you know, I didn't need to have it, if you get what I mean. It was taking up room, it was taking up clutter. I don't think I'm going to want it back, but you know what other family members are like, oh, it might come in handy type thing, trying to, you know, get you to keep it, and then they don't have the room for it, so then they'll want you to like still store it in your shed, just in case they want to use it, even though knowing full well they'll probably never use it. But you know, getting them to part with something is like trying to get blood out of a stone. Like if they think for 1 second that they might use it sometime, even though they probably won't, or even if they, you know, just to know that it's there if they need to use it, you know, they would keep it. They would not get rid of it. So, but other than that, it's going quite well, you know, the project. The process, it's doing really well. I'm quite pleased with how it's actually turning out. It's actually, you know, like I say, turning out perfect. To be fair, never better. And by the way, if we blow some of this building up, it doesn't specifically matter because I am actually getting rid of that building right there. So if you're wondering, like, it's stretching to that building near you, yeah, I'm not really bothered, to be fair, because I am taking that building down. As I say, like, this whole area's getting like a re-renovation. R.I.P. R.I.P. Mohammed. Sorry, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm guessing you watched it then. Yeah, I'm guessing you watched it. I'm sorry, but, you know. Unfortunately, we had to do it. Thank you.
Not bad.
Hi. Yeah, I'm glad you thought so, Dylan. Yeah, we wanted to get rid of him. Not specifically because there's anything against the person who plays him, and I'll actually give you a little spoiler alert here. We've actually allowed the person who played that character to come back, but you see, the thing is his character who he played, he put a voice on for it. And the thing about like someone putting a voice on, like if their character does die, it means like they can come back like with their normal voice. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, say for example, like if that character had been in, say, like 50 episodes with his normal voice, and then he died, and then we made him come back with someone with a different voice, it's going to be more noticeable that it's the same person. Whereas he's put a little accent on first, then he's just talking normally. It's not going to be that bad. So he is going to come back as a normal, like as another person, but like with his normal voice, sometime. But we just, you know, we wanted like something big for kind of like the first, like, I guess you could say like biggish thing to happen on the island. If you like, you know, that was kind of like, I guess you'd say like our aim, our goal to like do something like, which would be like the first big thing. When is Leo coming back? Hopefully next episode. The person who plays him, we need him to kind of come back. It should be next episode, hopefully, because the idea is, without giving too much away, is we wanted him to come back, and he's kind of like, as he's been exploring, he's missed all of the drama what we've had, and he comes back like everything's normal, and then sees like another person in the house, and which obviously would be Jacob. You know, and like stuff's gonna be like a lot different since he left. So hopefully next episode. When the next episode is, I'm not specifically sure, because as much as I enjoy doing Lost on an Island, I want to start doing some other shows as well. Rather than, you know, doing like always just doing Lost on an Island. Like Lost on an Island's fun, but I do want to get some other shows out there as well. Which will be quite good. You know, I want to do more of them like little news updates as well. I think for now I'm gonna just do some of them rather than an actual like rather than like a full news round, if you like. You know, I think that's gonna be like the thing to do. I think that is going to be the thing to do, you know. I guess, like, in a way, just to get us going. Now, I got to be really careful here when I do this slip road, because I don't want to break I don't want to, like, go into the Candy Block Hotel. That's, like... That's a no-no. Breaking into the Candy Block Hotel is not what we actually want to do. But yeah, it's starting to look better. See right here, it's like really close to candy block. And that's obviously not what we want to break. There we go. You see how close it is though? Alright. Bang, bang, ba 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 bang. Get rid of all these anvils. Because loads of them do keep dropping, to be fair. And it is quite annoying. Let's just see. Yeah, that should be good. I won't go any closer now because we'll lit the candy block hotel again. Right, I think the rest of this now, apart from like here, is going to have to be, I'm afraid, done by hand. Because for one, we're going to be getting quite close to the ground. And two, like I say, we don't want to hit the candy block hotel. So, like, we're going to have to, like, be careful. You know, like, about how we do things from now on. Like, as on this slip road. You see we're, like, starting to touch the ground a bit. And, of course, like, we're starting to blow up the car park just a bit there. So we're going to have to, like, just be a bit more... Probably just use our hands for this bit now. And this side, pretty much done at this side, aren't we? Apart from the stone, of course. This building's going down anyway. So I'll just, like, start getting rid of this. Just to... And there we go. Well, we've nearly more or less took this building down already. I still like the idea of having like a little trucking place here, but I'll see like what else we can come up with. There we go.
Oh, that's fucking killed me again. Jesus Christ, 7:15.
No, no.
Is it? Lol. It is as well.
Such a stupid dog.
He's in the kitchen, please, so go get.
So I'll be back.
Yeah.
You haven't got to eat at all.
Go get
Oi! Don't you tell him that.
Go get Ellie's in tea. I had pie and sausage rolls. Right. That's 2 meals. That's 3 meals there.
You know what, this...
What do we put chicken in? You need the peas out, Kel. And the pasta. Not the peas out now. You need to put, actually, you need to put them in the pan with the pasta. So you can do the pasta and the peas. You gotta have a bath yet, you lot have. That dog wouldn't bathe.
Wants me. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I will in just a sec.
Well, kind of buried that guy in the career.
Yeah, Yeah, thanks to you. I got told off by my nan. Because I put on that specky kid going bow wow 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 bow wow wow wow, pins and needles, pins and needles. And she did not like it at all. She did not like it at all.
Yes, Shamu.
She says, he's obviously backwards, why are you encouraging him to do daft things, and how does his parents let him do something like that? His parents letting him post something like that. I says, Nan over...
So your nan says you was backwards, Ash?
No, the guy on the thing. You noggin.
This one's the best one. Hold on. Stupid advert.
Hi guys, I'm just a little bit more different for you today. This will be
Oh
my
god,
live
hold
video.
on. It's not connecting to my speaker.
Pins and needles.
Blah! Blah, 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 blah. Pins and needles. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Ash, I'll tell you something to type in. Type in, I am a fidget spinner.
No time.
I'm a fidget spinner. Is that
Ricky Berwick.
Yeah, Ricky,
Hi,
for the
my name
arms.
is Ricky Berwick.
I think I'm alright,
If you think that's funny, you want to watch that one.
I don't know.
I don't want to be rapping Nadal. I want to be my own.
Oh.
Gang,
Oh, wait, Jack Harrell might be live.
Afterwards, I've got some shout outs to give out. Now, why not give now? Give them to him after the song. Well, it's not really a song. Basically, if you don't want to hear me do this, I'm just going to be screaming as loud as possible and trying to be dubbing. Enjoy.
Huh.
I did say this is my
Oh, you are
my
actually having a joke, aren't you?
Oh shit, we're on. Shut up, all boss. Rowdy, touch of my lost boys. We're touch of my lost boys. We're rowdy, touch of my lost boys. Touch of my lost boys. We're rowdy, touch of my lost boys.
Rude the relaunch. Rude relaunch at Queens.
How weird do you have to be to put, like, what goes through someone's head?
Harvey, don't tell him that he's getting fuck off with his dinner.
One night this week, we're meant to get the artist announcements for the next remix. But I don't know when yet. I don't know what day.
Oh my god. My dubstep 4 no boners were formed during the making of this video. That's the fucking start of his video.
Hello there, hi. So it's finally time. He's got a bang eye.
Now 100. Forget that.
He's got a bang eye. I've got a bang eye. You've got a bang eye.
What's a wang guy?
I've got a bang eye. You've got a bang eye. I've got a bang eye. You've got a bang eye. I've got a bang eye. Crimson chin. Crimson chin. Crimson chin. Crimson chin. Chin.
He's genuinely going for it.
Everything is very positive at tracks. Change is good. Wonderful new artists and music on the way. This vinyl is a goodie, remember.
£28.
Now he's talking about £28.
£28. 20, 28 pounds, oh, yeah, 28 pounds, 20, DE, 28 pounds, DE, 28 pounds, crimson chin, wang eye, Paige Milton and Jay Luca,
Rude is back and bigger than ever, presenting the relaunch of Rude and Summer Send Off. The Queen's Hotel Bridlington with an insane lineup of local DJs and funky house music. Back in 2011, Levi Kinder hosted Rude at Loop, Bridlington, and we're now back. CO2 cannons free entry. Drink deals. You think they were with local DJs.
DP 20
Set times, please.
D 20 20 The £8. Bah! In the fields. Right there. Hello, back into.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, nothing on remix just yet.
My name is I see a girl. I see a girl.
She's really fit. She's really fit. I want to take her home. I want to take her home.
Want to take her home? 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 Home. Blah 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 blah.
What? Pins and needles. What?